All right, wonderful. So welcome everybody to our special edition of Live with Laura. Today it's very exciting for us to show you the new features of Epic 2021. So with me today, I have Anissa, and I believe Catherine's on with us. Is Catherine on yet? I know she had a training earlier that was going a little bit longer, so we're hoping that she's going to be able to join us shortly. So remember, please chat in your questions. Most of you are unmuted or raise your hand. Anissa is going to be monitoring the chat so we can stay up to, on all of your questions. All right, Anissa, can you mute Deborah for me? That would be fantastic. All right, so today, real quick, I wanted to go over with everybody the scholarships for March in case you missed it. Last Live with Laura, we went over the different scholarships for March, so you can win that trip to our sales conference. Very excited about that. The personalized coverage course is coming up with May, so I wanted to show you guys where to register for that, and I'm so excited about the Epic 2021 features. All right, I know we keep talking about it, but the annual sales conference is October 4th, and it is in St. Charles. If you haven't been there, please, fantastic, love it, love it, love it. And so get registered for that. It's very important. So you go to asnoa.com and then go into the events, and you will see all of the different information on all of the scholarships and information on registering for the sales conference. And here's the scholarships. If you didn't know about these scholarships, you can win a trip to the sales conference. So scholarships include round trip airfare up to $500, 2-night stay at the casino resort and spa. Really exciting. There's many ways that you guys can win a free trip to the sales conference. One of the ones that's the big one for us in the training department is our Asnoa University advocate. So first place winner is, we need to update that, is you can win your trip to the sales conference. So as you join this session, any of the Live with Laura's, any of our webinars, you're going to receive points. So the top one is going to receive scholarship to the sales conference. And right now, the March one is all of the most new commercial lines written premium for March. So if you guys are writing all of that commercial lines policies for this month of March, it's our promotion, and it was the kickoff because Kathy just finished her small business commercial lines course last month. So everybody who attended that is just going crazy selling all kinds of commercial lines policies. So that person is going to win a free scholarship. So check that out at asnoa.com. and then go under scholarships and you will see all of that. So far, here is our leaderboard for our Asnoa advocates. I know you're very excited. So that, Jim's still going at it. Thanks, Jim. He's gonna start coloring on our screens for us. All right, so that's our leaderboard. And if you guys are gonna receive points for today, please keep registering because it's a free trip to the sales conference. And here's my personal lines course. If you guys haven't heard me talk about this before, it is 5 chapters, and I sent out to past students if they wanted to see dwelling fire. So May 6th to the 25th, personal lines coverage course, and we're going to go through the personal auto policy, the homeowner's policy, umbrella, and I am adding in dwelling fire to this. So really excited. Thanks everybody who responded back to that survey. I really appreciate that. So register at asnoa.com under the Asnoa University tab. Yay, very excited. Epic 2021 is going to be automatically installed on your computers on Monday. So when you log in on Monday, you're going to see that everything's going to start updating. It's going to take a while for it to update. Let it update and then restart your computer so all the changes take effect. So that's going to be really important that you restart your computer. So on Monday, what's everybody going to do? Restart their computer after the updates go through. So let's get started. So a few of the updates are, so the Accord 125 is updated to the 2016-03 in Epic. So when you go in and you're currently using the Accord 125, it is an older version, so they are updating it. So I know a lot of our commercial agencies out there are really excited about this. When they seen that in the release notes, I got several emails saying, this is amazing. So that's going to be updated. Another feature is in your agency, when you set up reports that are going out to different staff members within your agency, when somebody is moved to a different role or they're terminated, we're always sending you an email saying, hey, we need to reschedule those reports. We need to get that person off. Now, all we have to do is go into the area where the reports are and just remove that person. So when you have that person that is moved to a different role within your agency and no longer needs certain reports or they're terminated, let us know and we will show you how to remove that person from the reports that they are receiving. That is amazing. We have a lot of big agencies that have reports going out to different people. So when that person's role is changed, they're still getting all of these reports that they don't need anymore. So that's awesome. All right, the next one is the cancellation download activity. So here's where I'm going to need you guys to let me know what you think of this one. So when the cancellation download comes through, it updates your policy and it'll say cancel by download. You'll see that on your cancellation report, but it also, we can keep the activity open. It's global, it's a global setting. So when that activity is automatically generated for the cancellation download, do you want that to be set to open? So on your home screen in Epic, you would see that there's an open activity for Jane Smith for cancellation by download. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. And Anissa, we have Jim still controlling. Let's see, hang on, Jim, with your mouse. We're going to fix that. Sorry about that. All right, so what do you guys think? Do you want to have that activity open? So we got some yeses. We got a lot going through, Anissa. You're going to have to let me know what the census is on that. Tracy says no. Tracy does not want that open activity. If you are utilizing your cancellation report, maybe we don't need to keep this open, but it's going to be a global setting. David's saying no. Penny says no. Deanna, yep, your weekly report for your cancellation. Some of you get them daily, some of them get them weekly. So we'll figure that out. I think the census is no, nobody wants that activity open. We can also run an activity report just for that cancellation download. We can do that if that's something you're interested in. But looks like everybody is saying no, they do not want that. They use the cancellation report. If you're not getting the cancellation report, please go to esnoa.com, go to the Esnoa University, go to the weekly sessions. Anissa has a weekly report session where she can help get you scheduled for the reports that you guys need. All right. Any questions on these three that are updated? All right, if you guys have questions, let me know. Joel, totally agree with that. If we set it to open, then you don't need that cancellation report. That is true, but the cancellation report is going to come to you and just show you everybody all at one time. Whereas if it's on your home screen under your activities, you are going to see that mixed in with your billing questions and your remarkets and your opportunities. So that wouldn't replace, Gail's asking if that would replace the cancellation report. No, I mean, it could, but I'm going to say no, it would be probably, you would have them both. You would have the cancellation report, and then you would also have them on your open activities on your home screen, or we can cancel that activity report for you, Gail. Oh, Deborah's saying no, 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 please. Okay. All right, that's what we're going to do. We are leaving it. We're going to keep it the way it is. We're not going to keep that activity open. Anissa, can you make a note of that so we can kind of know to make sure we get that turned off?
Yep, we got it.
All right. All right, so Anissa is going to tell you guys a little bit about the Epic browser in case you did not already know about it. Anissa.
All right, yeah, I'm going to keep your screen up, Laura, just for ease here. But yeah, that is right. If you guys weren't aware, there is a unique web address that will allow you guys to access Epic online. So this tool can be valuable if, let's say you're at a family member's house and your client's calling you asking about their policy information. You're probably not going to reach out to us and say, hey, I need to install Epic on my cousin's computer, right? But what you can do instead is use the Epic browser and literally just log into your database right there and instantly. So that's pretty cool. So that has been around. So I know we do have a lot of new agents here with us today, which is awesome. So if you don't know, now you know. But yeah, the Epic browser has also been beneficial to those who own Apple devices. The Applied Epic software is not compatible with Apple and Mac products. So the Epic browser has been the alternative method here. And we will provide the browser link to everyone in the Live with Laura recap email. So be on the look for that. But
so
we are
have
highlighting this. Oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, Anissa. We have a question. Joel's asking, does the Epic browser require or use an Epic seat? And that is yes. It's not going to replace it and give you another Epic seat because you're logging in using your own user code and password. Go ahead, Nisa, sorry.
That's okay, thank you, Laura. So we are highlighting this feature today because in the Epic 2021 update, we were informed that the browser has been enhanced. So previously, there were a few system limitations when using the browser. So the update implies that the browser has now gained full functionality, similar to the Epic application. So for instance, in the past, you could not make changes to attachments in the browser. There were certain limitations with dragging and dropping Outlook emails in the browser. The Epic email was disabled, among other limitations there. But now the Epic browser can be upgraded by installing a connector and Epic extensions tool, which will be accessible within the Epic browser. Okay, so we can make that update within the Epic browser while you are online. So once we receive that complete guide on setting that up, we will be sure to roll it out to all of you guys. So we don't have that yet. But yeah, there were only just a small handful of system limitations in this browser. But with this update, we should not face those restrictions anymore. So if there's any questions, please feel free to chat those in.
That's awesome. I love the Epic browser. If you guys are not using it, it really is awesome. So if you are at somebody else's house and like Anissa said, they need a certificate of insurance or something, you can just log in with your own username and password and send out that certificate of insurance. or an auto ID card. You know, you got your client sitting at the buying a car, they need their auto ID card to show proof of insurance, and you're at your sister's house for the birthday party. So you'll be able to just log in and take care of that and give them all the information that they need. So that's pretty awesome. Joel asked if these enhancements are also going to be pushed to Applied Mobile. At this moment, Joel, no, I have not seen any enhancements for Applied Mobile to be the same and integrating as your desktop version of Epic. But we will look into that. Levon, what other scenarios can you give? Do you still need us to give you more scenarios on that? Because it's just going to be an ease of use when you are using and away from your desktop version of it, of Epic. So when you're on the go, go ahead.
Yep. Oh, no, I was just going to say, yeah, exactly. If you are traveling, maybe you want to bring your iPad with you, you can use the Epic browser, you know, access your accounts on your iPad. I've had some agents do that too.
Hey, that was a good one, Anissa, too. Go ahead and getting it on your iPad and logging in. So that's really good. Is anybody using it? I'd love to hear if somebody is using it and how they're using it. All right. So that is, nobody's using it. I know some of you guys are. All right. So that is available for you guys to use right now. So we will send out that information like Anissa said. All right, so we are going to move on to Renewals Manager. And I know a lot of you are using Renewals Manager for all your upcoming renewals. And if you're not using it, oh boy, you might be missing out on a lot of good information. So in the Renewals Manager, you can search for just your policies that you are working on those renewals, or you can search by just your commercials that are coming up for renewal in the next 90 days. So we have it set for 90 days. We can go ahead and look for your personal lines. So a lot of information in the Renewals Manager. So I am going to bring up Epic. And, oh great, I got kicked out of it. Isn't that special? All right, I'm gonna re-log into Epic here. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like I got kicked out by Applied. They were doing some updates for me. All right, so I'm going to bring this up, and there hasn't been any difference to the real estate on the home page. There hasn't been any difference to any colors or anything, and let me bring this up. Are you able to see it?
Yes, we're good. We can see your home screen.
Okay. So right now, my dashboard isn't going to be working. I am in the test environment for Epic 2021. So you can see that there is no difference here. But when I click on the Renewals Manager, I can go in and see, holy cow, you guys are not going to believe this. I just received an error. So it is not letting me go to the Renewals Manager. Boy, that's an epic fail. All right, so I'm going to bring back up my screen. All right, so in Renewals Manager, we are going to be able to see all of the last notes that are going to be associated with that account. We're going to be able to add all kinds of new columns onto into this area so you guys can see different accounts. If you're not using the Renewals Manager and you are interested in using it, you can go into asnoa.com, go under the Asnoa University, and you will be able to register for how to manage your renewals. And that's a weekly session, and we'll be able to go through that with you and show you exactly how the Renewals Manager is beneficial. We've talked to a lot of our agents who have said, well, you know what, that is a great feature. However, I use my exceptions report and I work off of my exceptions report, because we can set up that exceptions report, that's going to show you what's coming up for renewal with an increase in premium of 10% for personal lines, 5% for commercial lines. However, some of your commercial accounts that don't download, you're going to need to see those. Maybe you have to get new signed applications, and either this is going to be helpful for you under the Renewals Manager, or you are receiving that expiration report. So either one is awesome. So if you're keeping up with your renewals, you're going to want to make sure that you are getting those reports. All right. I don't know if you guys have seen this program, but a lot of people are talking about it. So I'm glad you guys are all sitting down. If you're running on your treadmill, you better stop. All right, so the new features for procedures and suspense. Download and suspense. It is going to reprocess suspense. What? I know you're very excited about this. So what does that mean? That means you put your policy in Epic after it's downloaded, and that next day when Kyle updates all of suspense, wait for it, it's going to locate those policies. I know everybody is excited about that. So let's go over that again. You put your policy in Epic, but that download is already sitting in suspense. Every day it's going to re-look for those policies that did not update. I know, this is awesome. So put your policies in Epic on the day you issue them to avoid any problems or any issues. So let's say you have a policy that is in suspense and the policy number is wrong or your dates are wrong. What else is going to happen is once you update that policy in Epic, you update that policy number, you update those dates, the system is going to go in and look for every single policy that is in suspense, either in the eDocs or claims area in suspense, and it's going to automatically assign those for you, and it's going to update the following day when Kyle does all the updates. Ever said it's the best thing since sliced pie. Yep, this is going to be a big help to everybody. We've been wanting this for 10 years and we got it, and I'm very excited about it. Also, will it backdate the reprocessing for 2020? No, John, it will not. So whatever you have in suspense, please go in, assign your policies out of suspense, and so you can start fresh. So Monday when you come in, everything is updated. Everything is going to be working smoothly. Also, if you are working in your state, so I always suggest go into suspense at least once a week, change your issuing location to the state that you're in, and search through the policies to make sure that everything is out of suspense. Yes, most of the carriers are downloading with that branch code on there, but there's that rare occasion when that branch code is not on there. And everybody who's using a shared code, if you are using a shared code with Agency One or with Allegiance, your downloads will not come through with your branch code. It will have no branch code on there, or it may have AZ1 on there or AIS. So it's very important to search in your downloads in suspense by your, either the first name of your named insured, by the policy number, or by your state. If you're in Arizona, it's going to be really hard to search by your state because there's a lot of downloads in there. But at least try to do it once a week to make sure all of your policies download. Claims download, your eDocs will download, commission downloads. You want to make sure you're not missing any of your renewals that are increasing with a big, huge renewal premium. You don't want to miss that. So make sure you're following up on your downloads. So I know everybody is very excited about that too. Another thing I'm really excited about, and this is a question I get, I'm going to say daily, is I have a cancellation on a policy, but now I have a policy change, the PCH download sitting there, and it does not allow you to, it didn't allow you to assign a policy change on a canceled policy. Now it's going to allow that to happen, which is awesome. That is going to be a big help because you do have that policy change that needs to get updated. So now you have a policy change, you have that cancellation, then that policy is going to reinstate. So you want to make sure that all of the downloads are coming through. This reprocessing of Suspense is going to make a big difference in all of that. And I wish I could show you guys all of that, but Applied Systems had kicked me out of our test environment, so I'm not able to sign back in. But that is amazing. I had some different scenarios to show you guys on how that was going to work. Also, keep continuously working your past expiration report. If you're not getting your past expiration report, please go in, register with Anissa for that report session to get that past expiration report. We have found that Bristol West is having an issue with their renewal. So this has been going on for a while. So if you're writing Bristol West, your past expiration report might be pretty big because Bristol West has an issue when that renewal download comes through. They change that last number. So if the policy is, 67451, now it's renewing, it's going to be 67452. So that download is not finding that current term and renewing it to the next term. So you have to manually go in there and assign that policy out. So please be working your past expiration report. If you're not keeping your policies up to date in Epic, then your reports are going to be all off. All right, JB, thanks for joining. He's got to jump off. All right, so any questions, please, Anissa, were there any questions on there? I see Amy has a question. What if they are out of sequence? If you have out of sequence, you shouldn't be having that anymore. That was a feature last year where if you had a policy change that came through, let's say it was March 1st, then you had another policy change that came through that was February 15th, they were out of sequence. They wouldn't line up. So what would happen is that it would just block any other downloads from coming through until you process that. So then you had to go up to actions, process policy, suspended download, and allow those to all come through. The other feature last year was it just allowed it. It didn't care what date order it was. It just let them all come through. If you are having some that are still out of sequence and they're showing on your policies under a service summary row or in any of those areas, then you're going to need to go to actions and process that out of sequence download. Amy will work with you because I'd like to see that. If it's recent, then that is an issue. But I haven't seen any of them recent, some old policies if they were never updated. Tried to process it, wouldn't let me. Okay, Amy, we'll take a look at that because that's important so no policy downloads get stopped. All right, any questions on the reprocessing? It is something we have to set up on the back end. Kyle will set that all up on Monday to allow everything to come through. Really important that you guys go into download Suspense in the next couple of days to make sure that you are getting everything assigned. Also, we are only keeping in 30 days of our downloads. So if you are looking for any downloads that are over 30 days, in that area, in procedures, it says Suspense Recycling Bin. If you click on that Suspense Recycling Bin, you will be able to go in and search for your policies by their first name or their policy number. You can't search by your branch or your issuing location yet. In the recycling bin, I'm hoping that's going to be changed in the next couple of updates with Epic. So utilize that recycling bin instead of automatically going and requesting another download from the carrier. Check out the recycling bin. When you restore it, it goes right back immediately into the policy download area for Suspense. Hopefully that made sense to everybody. If you're in Epic right now, check that out. You might have questions on that. All right, any questions on the canceled policies? Those policy changes are going to automatically go through, and the reprocess is going to look for all other policies in all areas of Suspense. Woohoo! I know you guys are all excited about that, as we are too, because hopefully this is going to help with a lot of your questions with downloads and Suspense. And also, it's still going to automatically, when it reprocesses, it's still going to automatically close that follow-up on download activity. So that will not change at all. All right. Well, I know that we were a little 2 minutes later than what we expected. But thank you for staying on with me. So just real quick, if you guys have questions, email training@asnoa.com, or you can chat that in. We'll hang out for a little bit today. I'm really excited to be able to show you guys all of the scholarships and also the sales conference. If you haven't registered, please. Anybody interested in my personal lines coverage course, it's starting May 6th. It is going to be, it's available for everybody. So if you're licensed, not licensed, if you need a refresher course, if you have any information, you know, some of the CSRs are like, whoa, I need to learn all of the lingo here. And they come, they join our session, and now they're just so excited that they have more information on that. So register for the May 6th, that's when it starts. We'll have some emails going out as well. And also, I'm so excited to be able to share with you guys that reprocessing of Suspense. That has been amazing, and I'm really excited to see how that works on Monday. So remember, when you join, log in Monday, all those updates, let all those updates come through, then restart your computer. And David's got a question. Any idea on what Epic's acquisition of EasyLinks will mean in the long term for us? Yes, I do kind of know what that means for us. So if you don't know, Applied Systems purchased EasyLinks. So if you are using EasyLinks as your comparative rater, some of you are using other raters as well, but Applied Systems purchased EasyLinks. So with that being said, hopefully by next year, fingers crossed, when we have another special edition live with Laura, I will be rolling out how they are going to integrate the quoting system with Epic. So I know that you guys are all like, got a big smile on your face going, that's awesome, because that would hopefully mean one entry. Yes, that would be awesome if we could get those to integrate together. So we're hoping by next year that will be ready to go. Any questions on that? Because that's all I know. Everybody's pretty hush-hush about it. But up and coming, that's what we have heard is going to be happening. So that's awesome. Joel, yes. Rater Epic integration. Absolutely. Any update on the email being able to access the address book? No, Lynn, no update on that. So when Lynn is emailing out of Epic and she's using the distribution, she wants to be able to have her address book appear like when you start typing in the name. I don't have any update on that, Lynn. That is still an idea that is on the PAC with Applied Systems. So if you don't know what the PAC is, it's the Product Advisory Committee with Applied Systems. And what we do there is any ideas, anything that we want changed, anything that we want new, we go in there and we add that in there. So that is on there, Lynn, to be changed and updated. You as well can go into Applied Systems, use your login that you have, not for Epic, but it's the Applied Systems, and go to the PAC, the Product Advisory Committee, and you can also add in your ideas and your wants. And then everybody can vote on them. And then they vote on it, and then Applied System takes a look at it, and then you will see if there's any updates on that. So if you do go into the Applied Systems Product Advisory Committee, email us, let us know, so our whole group can go in and vote on it. I mean, us as a whole, we are huge. We go in there and we start letting everybody know this is what we want. You know, I'm thinking they're going to really take a look at that when there's a lot of votes on that. All right. Any other questions? Anything? Yes, Lori, that browser, the Epic browser does use your Epic seats. It does. So that is something that you're going to want to take into advisory when you guys are logging into the Epic browser. It is going to take up a seat. So remember to log out of it. If you are logged in, just the same way anybody else, you know, is logged in, you have a couple of seats, maybe one seat, somebody else in the agency wants to log in and they can't, this person went to lunch. Email training@asnoa.com. Let us know you need Jane Smith kicked out of Epic so you can log in, and we will be able to do that for you. Absolutely. We want to make sure that everybody can get access to their seats. If you need your password reset, please email training@asnoa.com. It's very important to email us anytime. When you call us and leave us a voicemail, it may take hours for us to get back to you because we are in a training. But there's 3 of us that are monitoring that training at asnoa.com email, or I should say Catherine and Anissa are monitoring it all the time, and they'll be able to assist you much faster than if you leave us a voicemail. All right, any word on the Easy Links integration with Epic? Yep, Shane, we just talked about, and hopefully that will be by next year. So once I get information on that, I am going to roll that out as soon as I find out, because that's, besides that reprocessing of downloads, that Easy Links integration is right up there with being better than sliced pie. Is that what was said earlier? Yes. So as soon as we hear about that, we will definitely let you guys know for sure. This session has been recorded, as Anissa just chatted in. So we are going to share this with you all on our ASNOA Advantage newsletter. That newsletter comes out twice a month. So if you're not receiving our communications, please check your junk or your spam folders to make sure that you are receiving them. We give you all kinds of information on upcoming webinars, anything that the carriers want you to know. Maybe they have a change in commission. Maybe they're looking that they want to write certain kinds of businesses. So please make sure you are receiving our newsletter. We have information in there regarding anything education. Anissa has her Ask Anissa. We have Listen to Laura in there. We have information on, hey, we have a lot of people asking about how to request another download. So we'll put all of that information into our newsletter so you guys have it. Remember, you can always utilize all of our weekly sessions at asnoa.com under the Asnoa University. We have an entire YouTube channel dedicated to all of our how-to videos. So go to under our website, under the Asnoa University, and you'll see all of that. Click on, it'll take you right over to YouTube, to Asnoa Training YouTube channel, and you guys will see all of it. It's amazing. If you want me to show you that, I could show you that right now. If you guys want to hang on for a little bit, I will go in and show you the Asnoa University website. I'll show you the events for the sales conference. I can show you where to register for the upcoming PLCC course as well. We're going to send you an evaluation as soon as this is over. Please let us know what you guys want to see in future Live with Laura's. Let us know if you guys have any questions. I'm really excited that you guys joined today. I'm glad to be able to share with you all of the new EPIC 2021 features. The reprocess of Suspense is probably my most favorite of them all, as I'm sure it is yours too, which will help with a lot of ease of all of those issues with policies sitting in Suspense area. All right, everybody, thank you for joining. I'm going to hang on for a little while. I'm going to go into our YouTube channel so you can see that. If you guys have any questions, please always email us. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day. All right, so I am going